All right. So, we are in the class now. All are there? Let me just have a glance. Right. So, let us begin. All are there. Okay. Great. You people have joined. So, let us begin our discussion further. Yesterday we talked about the approach, the mental, the psychological, the physical preparation, and I talked about positivity, confidence and your learning process. I hope this learning process is useful for all of you, because see, if you work very hard, but if you do not sharpen your saw and you do not prepare with the right kind of synergy, right kind of direction, perhaps you will miss the mark. So it's my sincere suggestion that you please follow those guidelines carefully. This will work wonderfully. This will work wonderfully. I must tell you, this is going to work wonderfully. Input, output. Input less, output more. Less reading, more writing. Less reading, more studying. Less cramming of facts, more application. Less diligence, more intelligence. Please work on those ideas, it will change your life for sure. Now going further forward, I must tell you that see, one who wants to be successful, he has to or she has to conquer herself or himself. You have to overpower your desires. You have to control yourself. You have to control your desire. Be contented. Be thankful. When I say overpower yourself, control yourself, means you should not be swayed away by your trivial desires. I want to roam around. No. Why do you want to waste your time with trivial things? Like watching television and dealing with social media. Now see, use everything but for your benefit. Social media can be very beneficial for you. It can be a knowledge sharing platform. But on the other hand, it can be a kind of digital distraction also. So the choice is yours. When I say control yourself, means I want to say that you avoid wastage and you choose the course which is going to benefit you. So see Facebook page of Ambition Law Institute and read all those articles which I have posted in last 1 month or 2 months. It is going to give you a hint of what are the current talks in law, what is happening in legal field right now. be it question of judicial appointment, be it question of avoiding delay in trial process, be it following of wrong procedure in CRPC, be it case of POXO where unwanted decisions have come, be it question of freedom of religion. So you are in sync with what is happening around you. And if you do not sync with those things, you will have some kind of difficulty in examination, because questions are likely to be raised from those areas. And you will say, I have never read all those things. There may be essay on POXO. Legal essays are asked in many examinations. You always ask me question, मैं स्टेट का प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ, उस स्टेट का प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ. मैं आपको हर स्टेट की स्ट्रैटेजी बता रहा हूँ. अभी आप हरियाणा का एग्जाम देने जा रहे हैं, राजस्थान का एग्जाम देने जा रहे हैं, क्या करेंगे? यू विल प्रिपेयर फॉर प्रिलिमिनरी, एंड व्हेन यू प्रिपेयर फॉर प्रिलिमिनरी, यू प्रिपेयर also for mains. Preliminary is not only preliminary preparation, because obviously you will concentrate on bare provision. So bare provision is not going to help you in mains. It is. It is going to help you even in interview, my dear friends. There have been questions on bare act in interview as well. So once you start your preparation, you don't think that you are preparing for preliminary, you are preparing for mains, you are preparing for interview always. So read carefully, read with care, caution, circumspection. Be cool, calm, collected. Concentrate on what I am saying, what you are learning. Sitting is not important, learning is more important. Long hours of sitting is not going to make you judge. What is going to make you judge? Your learning, your concepts. We'll try to do this. This is the art of passing examination, be it preliminary or be it mains. Now today, as I have talked of learning methods, learning process little bit yesterday, so today I will concentrate more on preliminary and mains answer and preliminary preparation and mains answer writing, and I will further give you overview of entire CPC, that how CPC can be captured with all comfort, and this can be done. You and me, if we have proper synergy, proper convergence of coexistence, and we become really co-travelers in this journey, I hope nobody can stop you from passing the examination. It's the wrong method, wrong approach, wrong methodology, less dedication, less discipline, which is going to create all kind of difficulties for you. So avoid all this. Conquer yourself. Have self-belief. I hope you are all cool, calm, comfortable and concentrating on what we are talking about. Don't lose your focus. No distraction. Switch off your notification, etc. Don't look to mobile except the watching of class when we are dealing with the subject, when we are dealing with this discussion. So please be, yes. Before I go further, it's a big thank you to all of you that you have joined me and you have come to my class. It's a rare privilege for a teacher that he teaches so many students in one class. So it's really great for me. It's a great day for me. It's a great gift for me from all of you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I only request, please concentrate on what is being done in the class. Don't think too much. Don't try to think of the teachers, don't try to think of the subject, don't try to think of yourself. Just concentrate. Just concentrate. Let us concentrate on our studies. I begin with a very short story. Now sometimes what happens, teachers and students' perception differ a lot. It happens because you are intelligent. You are intelligent. So you think, and that is why you have difference of opinion. I respect this difference of opinion. But I do suggest, being a senior student, Why I am saying a student? The reason is but obvious. That I want to learn even today. I want to learn from everyone. I want to learn from you as well. I hope you will ask me certain questions to which I have never been exposed, to which I have never addressed, and I will learn from you. So I want your sincere effort in raising good questions, not in between. You will have question session towards the end of the class. Because if you raise too many questions in between, it breaks your rhythm and my rhythm too. Because you will be always interested in raising question, and I will be dragged down to that question, and I will lose my focus of synchronized delivery of my lecture. So my humble suggestion and request is that you please do raise questions toward the end of the class. Obviously, in the first few classes, you will not have so much opportunity of raising question because there will be no much complicated issues. These are all simple general points which we are understanding right now, but these are very, very important. The general things can make you very, very special if you follow them. So thank you very much. We have completed our 20th year of Ambition's life. It's a great moment for us. And it is a great thing that we are going to publish our 10th Bear Act. We have completed it today, IPC. It will be going for publication tomorrow, and I hope within 7 days it will be in your hands. Why these Bear Acts are wonderful and why many of you feel that this is a great gift to all of legal fraternity. The reason is but obvious. That I have tried to focus on output. What I am going to give to the students? The mere bare provision? No. I want to give you understanding. I want to give you simplicity. I want to give you clarity. Because what I have been hearing from the students here and there across India, from north to south, west to east, that all have the same complaint. The language of law is complicated. I have tried to reorient this kind of thinking among the mind of the people of this fraternity. I hope and submit that with your kind cooperation we will be obviously successful in this endeavor. But if we fail somewhere, please do let us know. I am ready to correct, amend and improve. I have given you Ambition Publications email also. So please do write if you find any suggestion for improvement and any shortcomings wherever it comes across to you, so that we can keep on improving and we keep on contributing to the legal world better and better. All right. Now see, I have 3 points to focus in today's lecture. One is preliminary preparation. The second is this men's strategy, and the third one is the overview of entire CPC. Now, I'll let you know how to deal with this CPC, but before that, I am going to focus on this preliminary preparation, because when you start preparing, your first Pandora's box opens with preliminary preparation, because the syllabus is huge, the course is gigantic, the task is tremendous, and the time, energy, effort is limited. How to deal with unlimited information within the limited time. According to the time, you will divide your plan, you will prepare your plan. Don't do anything without plan. If you want to achieve something greater, have a plan, have a good plan, great plan. So prepare a plan, make a routine, divide your time accordingly. Suppose you have 50 days time for preparation of preliminary, so you divide 50 days into such a way that you cover the entire syllabus within 40 days, 10 days for revision. It can be done. How it can be done? If you ask me about any preparation, preliminary of any state, be it Haryana, be it Rajasthan, be it UP, or be it Delhi, or be it Bihar, or be it Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, whatever it is. See, almost in all these states, you will find 80% syllabus being same. So it is 80% is huge syllabus. It's 4/5 of your syllabus. CRPC, CPC, evidence, constitution, IPC, almost everywhere there. Maybe in one state or the other state constitution is not there in preliminary. Don't pinpoint all these trivial points which I am submitting, but generally you will find 80% of syllabus is same. So how to do this syllabus within 40 days? Though the people who have joined the class, they have obviously a larger time is spent, but the people who are preparing for immediate examination like Rajasthan or Haryana, so they will have to be little bit careful. How will you do it? I have suggested earlier, I will suggest again. Very simple strategy, my preliminary preparation plan. I will not take much time. First, step 1. See syllabus and previous year questions. Syllabus is not going to give you much idea, so previous year questions will give you, syllabus will give you only now the periphery of subject, and it will tell you the circumference of the subject. But what is hidden within that circumference, within that particular circle or within that parameter, that will be now known by seeing the previous year questions. So what to look in the question? See, generally preliminary question is section based, that is bare act oriented questions. Maybe little bit case based, very little, I don't find it too much, so don't make it, don't blow it out of proportion. Little. Hardly 5 to 10%. Hardly, I said, it may be even lesser than 5. So don't blow it out of proportion. There may be some important principles, doctrines, maybe some maxims, maybe some a recent case or issue based question. I'll give you suggestion for each and everything. There may be some applied questions, like in DJs they have started based on old cases. Especially I saw that in IPC. There may be matching question, that is again bare act based. Match column 1 with column 2. So variety of questions. These may be factual questions, analytical question, conceptual questions. So these are the type of questions. All right. Now what to do for each segment of question, let me deal with that. My dear friend, section based question, like suppose you give me a task of preparing for CPC today and you ask me, sir, how to memorize these 1 to 158 sections. How to memorize this 1 to 50, 51 orders and this 49 models of plant. How to do this? This is so, and then you are saying that sections or orders, they now really do not. This is all due to wrong and faulty approach. I will suggest you very, very simple method for bare act questions. I said yesterday, now I hope you have written all this, so if I forget anyone, you will remind me what I wrote. So let me begin with section based question. How to do this? I give you an example and I make your task simpler. I'll talk with example, not without example, so that you can have confidence. Bare act based questions. I talked yesterday that every act has a skeleton. It has a body. It has a structure. Try to understand that structural organization. If you understand this, your task is easier. If you read without understanding, your task is very, very vast. I think you can control this CPC, you can conceptualize this CPC if you understand this structure. If I ask you a very simple question, how will you memorize these bare provisions? You will say it's very difficult. I will say it's very easy. Nahi sir, nahi, easy nahi. You see, section 2 has so many words. How can I memorize? Part 1 has section 9 to 35B. How can I memorize? And this part 1 of CPC from section 9 to 35B is related with order 1 to 20 of other part of CPC, that is called orders. So how to grasp this section 9 to 35B along with order 1 to 20? This is your first query. I am raising your query and I will give you answer as well. I will teach in question answer method. I said yesterday, I do not follow textbook approach, I follow question based approach, question answer approach. So I am going to raise question on your behalf and I am going to answer question on your behalf. So the moment you asked me that what is there in part 1, I say this is journey of suit. I gave only one word, journey of suit. Journey of suit. Journey of suit begins with institution of civil suit in civil court. The moment you go to institute the suit, there are variety of questions which will come up. And it is not a legal question. It's a common sense question. Who will go to court? If I ask you a very simple question, you will say parties. Who are the parties? The party who has some grief, aggrieved party. So he will go to the court. And against whom? Who is the reason of that grief? Who has damaged his property? Who has violated his rights? He wants to seek remedy against that. Against that fellow. So parties in order 1. This is quite natural. It will flow like water. As water flows from high to low because of this force of gravity, that it always falls down. Similarly, it has to go like that. It's a natural flow. If you are natural, your understanding is normal. If you are unnatural, your understanding is abnormal. So be natural. Am I clear to you? I said the moment you go to institute the suit, many questions will arise. And these are answered very logically in your orders. I'll come to that again. But obviously parties are there, he will frame the suit. Suppose, I tell you a very simple story. Suppose I am aggrieved and I want to seek advice from you. My rights have been violated. You are a lawyer. I'll go to your house. I will knock your door. I will tell you my story. You see, somebody has dispossessed me from my property and he has unauthorizedly taken possession of my property. I want to remove him from my property. I want him to be dispossessed from my property. Now obviously, your answer will be, come and sit down. Let me know the whole truth, whole story. Who are you? He will ask you the question. Who is the other party who has done this? How it has happened? What are your rights and remedies? He will tell you. But before that, you are required to tell him the entire factual matrix, entire fact story to him. And on the basis of this fact story, he is going to frame the suit. So the moment the journey starts, now even if you read section 26 of CPC, it says every suit shall be instituted by filing a plaint. The suit will be commenced by filing a plaint. But how this plaint will be filed, that is, how this plaint will be drafted, this is not written in section 26. See, here at the outset I must inform you that CPC consists of two parts. One is section, another is order. Basically, the role of section, which is called substantive part of CPC, that confers jurisdiction on court, that limits power of court, and that gives guidance to the court how they will do what they can do, what relief they can grant, which court can grant, who can approach them. But it doesn't say exactly that how that plaint will be drafted, how the plaint will be presented. So now this second part comes in the order. तो मेरी बात को फिर से ध्यान से समझ लीजिए. मैंने अंग्रेजी में बोल दिया, I've spoken in English, I am just giving you a little bit idea in Hindi also. Those who are now, I belong to this country called India, which is full of variety of people, speaking variety of language, so we'll have to take all along. I'll try to do it, though it is English medium class. So I'll speak everything in English, but sometimes I'll do translation in Hindi. So English speaking people who do not understand Hindi, they should not bother at all. And the Hindi speaking, they should feel comfortable when I speak to them in Hindi. But I will speak mostly in English because it's English medium class. So what I said, कि जब भी आपके अधिकारों का हनन होगा तो आप क्या करेंगे? आप एक वकील साहब के पास जाएंगे, उनका दरवाजा खटखटाएंगे, उनके पास बैठेंगे, उनको अपनी बातें बताएंगे और वकील साहब उस आधार पर एक वाद पत्र का सृजन करेंगे, वाद पत्र लिखेंगे, जिसको आप हिंदी में अंग्रेजी में प्लेंट कहते हैं. द लॉयर विल राइट ए प्लेंट एंड द प्लेंट विल बी बेस्ड ऑन योर फैक्ट स्टोरी. And that is why you are required to verify that plaint. You are required to sign that plaint as per Order 6, Rule 14 and 15 of CPC. You should not memorize all this. You will remember it easily. I will tell you how to do it. करत करत अभ्यास हो जड़मति होत सुजान, रसरी आवत जाते सिल पर परत निशान. इतनी बार बोलो कि तुम्हें याद हो जाए. इसीलिए कहा था तुम शेयर करो. You start sharing, you start explaining things to others. तुम एक सवाल रेज करो अपने मन में कि एक सिविल सूट आएगा, तो सिविल सूट आते ही आप वकील के पास जाओगे, क्या होगा उसके बाद, कैसे वाद पत्र दाखिल होगा, कैसे वाद पत्र बनाया जाएगा, हाउ विल यू ड्राफ्ट द प्लेंट, हाउ विल यू फाइल द प्लेंट इन ए कोर्ट, हाउ द सूट विल कमेंस, यू रेज क्वेश्चन एंड यू आंसर योरसेल्फ. Now the moment you raise this question, how the plaint will be drafted, here is Order 1, Order 2, even Order 3, even Order 4, even Order 6, even Order 7. So in plaint drafting, you are going to learn all orders from 1 to 7 except 5. तो भाई आपको दिमाग में बिठा लेना है कि जब भी ड्राफ्टिंग ऑफ प्लेंट, अब एक सवाल आएगा ड्राफ्टिंग ऑफ प्लेंट, तो ऑर्डर 1 to 7 को दिमाग में रखना है, ऑर्डर 5 नहीं है बिकॉज इट इज रिलेटेड टू समन्स। तो कुछ नहीं है, याद हो गया मुझे, तो ऐसे ही याद है सेक्शन 26 में व्हेन आई गो टू इंस्टीट्यूट ए सूट, द सूट विल बी इंस्टीट्यूटेड बाय फाइलिंग ए प्लेंट। तो बेयर एक्ट को याद करना, बेसिकली दिस इज क्वेश्चन ऑफ योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग। The moment you start understanding, your memory becomes sharper and sharper. You are not required to force. I tell you, 99% people force to memorize things. They force themselves. They are not able to conquer the subject. They are conquered by the subject. That's their problem. And here you require a paradigm shift. Don't let the subject conquer you. You conquer the subject. Don't let yourself be overpowered by your trivial desires of watching a movie and doing this or freaking out. No, obviously break is required. I am not suggesting that. But what I said, कि देखो भाई बड़ा सरल है, आप सूट दाखिल करने जाते हो तो सेक्शन 26 का ध्यान रखना। तो बेयर एक्ट को याद करना कोई, अब देखो सूट हम इंस्टीट्यूट करने गए, सेक्शन 26 इज क्लियर। आई सॉ ऑर्डर 1 to 7, ऑर्डर 1 to 7 में क्या लिखा है मैं बताता हूं, बट ऑर्डर 1 में पार्टीज है, ऑर्डर 2 फ्रेम ऑफ सूट है, ऑर्डर 3 में रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एजेंट एंड प्लीडर है, ऑर्डर 4 में इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ सूट है, ऑर्डर 6 में प्लीडिंग है, ऑर्डर 7 में ड्राफ्ट प्लेंट है। तो कुछ नहीं है ये आपको याद, यू शुड नॉट टेक इट नाउ दैट वे कि हम कैसे याद कर लें, कैसे याद, कुछ नहीं है इसमें, तो बहुत साधारण है। देखो मैं जर्नी, जैसे मैंने आपको कहा था, यू वॉच माई वीडियो ऑन यूट्यूब, I don't know whether you watched that or not, and I have explained that in great detail there. This will be a good thing that if you listen to me here and you watch it again there, so you will have complete memory in your mind. You will have complete chain of events there in your mind. It's like a story. So what I said, who will take the plaint? Who will file the plaint? Parties. Now suppose, now 2-3 people have violated the right of the third party. 2-3 people. So here there are 2-3 parties who violated the right of one, so that one is aggrieved party, so one plaintiff will file the suit against many defendants. So the question of joinder of defendant will come. Order 1 Rule 3. अब ये सब अभी नहीं ध्यान करना, ध्यान हो जाएगा तुम्हें। Now suppose similarly, now if one defendant now violates the right of 2-3 plaintiff or 2-3 people, so 2-3 people will go to the court with same cause of action or with same now question of fact and question of law, may not be cause of action, same common question of fact or law. So these 2-3 plaintiffs will have joinder of plaintiffs, order 1 Rule 1. So जब पार्टी है तो ज्वाइंडर ऑफ प्लेंटिव का प्रश्न उठेगा, ज्वाइंडर ऑफ डिफेंडेंट का प्रश्न उठेगा। ज्वाइंडर प्लेंटिव इज देयर इन ऑर्डर 1 Rule 1, ज्वाइंडर ऑफ डिफेंडेंट इज देयर इन ऑर्डर 1 Rule 3. There may be a situation where there are many people who have same now thing, same interest, common interest, and why everybody will go, so one person may be authorized to file suit on behalf of everyone, representative suit, order 1 Rule 7. अब हम तो 7 रेस कोर्स याद रखते हैं तो हमें याद रह जाता। तो देखो कोई समस्या नहीं है, आपको कोई समस्या नहीं होगी बेयर एक्ट क्वेश्चंस में, तो आप भूल जाओ कोई समस्या होगी। अच्छा मुझे सच्चाई से बताओ, यू टेल मी विद ऑल ट्रूथ, हैव वी बीन एबल टू डू दिस टास्क ऑफ सिंप्लीफाइंग बेयर एक्ट इन आवर बेयर एक्ट और नॉट? सो what we are doing, we are trying our level best to give the best gift to our students. It is upon you to extract everything from there. That is what is output. Output, Bear Act input hai. Now you are required to extract everything from it. Read, reread, learn, relearn. Discuss, deliberate, share, explain to others. करो, दूसरे इंस्टीट्यूट के बच्चों को बुला के पढ़ा देना, तुम्हारा ही फायदा होगा। Nobody is going to benefit more than you when you explain things to others. So I said very simply that Bear Act based question, if you understand the structural organization, अब देखो structural organization की बात करें मैं थोड़ा आपको ले चलता हूं। अब जैसे आपने कहा, एक ब्रीफ हिंट देता हूं। कंप्लीट हिंट नहीं, ब्रीफ हिंट। मैं स्टार्ट करता हूं सीपीसी में सेक्शन 1 to 58। अब मुझे भी ध्यान नहीं है इतना, बट पहला पार्ट प्रिलिमिनरी। Section 1 to 8. Second part is suit in general. Now you will have to do this at home. Section 9 to 35. If you want to memorize things better, you do these exercises. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. Execution. Section 36 to 74. Then commission. Section 75 to 78. Huh? Is this so? Similarly, you write. Now I tell you little bit formula. अब जैसे मुझे ये चैप्टर याद करना है, देखो तुम्हें इनोवेट तो करना पड़ेगा अपने आप से। जैसे मुझे याद करना है, आई कांट मेमोराइज एवरीथिंग, सो आई डिवाइस सम फॉर्मूला। सो व्हाट आई विल डू, what I'll do, 3, 6, 7, 4। अब मैंने याद कर लिया 9, 2, 11। दिस पॉपुलर सेइंग इन हिंदी, 9, 2, 11 होना यानी भाग जाना। Those people who study for Rajasthan, they are required to be good in English or good in Hindi, and they are required to read this kind of things also. मुहावरे, लोकोक्तियां, संधि, विच्छेद, सब बहुत आसान होता है। हिंदी बहुत अच्छी भाषा है, so nothing great in that. Now 3 plus 6 is 9 and 7 plus 4 is 11. So this is how I remember 9, 2, 11. I do not have to make any effort. If you start making much effort, it means your intelligence is not there. So bring intelligence input. See, if you have come to me and you do not use my experience in your preparation, then the whole energy, the whole effort goes in vain. So 9, 2, 11 anybody can memorize. Anybody can memorize. I can easily memorize. Now, I have my own methods to memorize. I will never forget all this. I cannot forget. Because I understand the structural organization. The preliminary part is written, it talks about preliminary things. CPC applies where? It talks of preliminary things. Section 2 is definition. Section 6 is pecuniary jurisdiction. So it talks of preliminary points, nothing great. As in CPC, we start journey with suits, so suits in general. And this is the whole journey of suit. If you see this chapter, now you can see even further in your bare provision. I have given you, now you have your bare act with you, you have your material with you. Now, and I hope you can do it very easily. There is no difficulty in doing this. So you just write down. अब देखो आपने लिख लिया suits in general, part 2. This is part 1. This is preliminary. This is part 2. अब 4th आ गया, suits in special cases. अब देखो, if you want to memorize, you can memorize. If you do not want to memorize, you will always complain. 78 के बाद 79, 74 के बाद 75. So everybody knows. Everybody knows this. I don't think it's a great now thing to be done. Now, I know. Now, see, suits in special cases. Are you aware of alternative dispute resolution or not? That apart from general trial process, there can be alternative mechanism of settling the dispute also. Are you aware of this fact or not? Yes, you are. You are. You are. Section 89. So, that starts from 89, it means it will end at 88. So, suits in special cases, section 79 to 88, suits in special cases. अब आप देख लो special cases, so S 798. Is this clear? Is this clear? So 79 to 88. भाई ये पार्ट तो क्लियर है ना, पार्ट 4. So part 1 was suits in general, part 2 is execution, part 3 is commission. Anybody can remember? Anybody can remember that? भाई part 3 में क्या है? तो commission set C3. Now, is it so or not? Is it so or not? Tell me. Now, this is part 5. तो लिखते जाना, nothing great in it. Special proceedings. वो तो special suits था, अब ये special proceedings. So, after a special suit, it is a special proceeding, section 89. Now, you do it coolly, calmly. Karo? You do it with me. Special proceeding. Start from 89 and goes up to. अब देखो इसमें भी आपको परेशान नहीं होना, एक दो बार करोगे, 1 by 1 करो. जैसे तुमने अभी कितने पार्ट कर लिए? 5 पार्ट्स कर लिए. If you cannot do it in one go, you stop. You just take little bit break and then do it again. 89 to 93. Then the next part comes special, then supplemental. What चीज तो now when you read, you will remember. Now, how will you remember this is 95? Because 96 appeal starts. So you know it. Very simple now and very often used provision, section 96 onwards until section 112. Padhe. Now this was part 5. This is part 6. So this would be part 7, appeals. अब इसके साथ साथ कौन से ऑर्डर्स हैं, you can write them here. Sorry. You can write them here. Which order? Related orders. This will be a good exercise. Do it yourself. The moment you start doing, my purpose is accomplished. Education is not passing the information, it is training the minds to think. Training of minds to think. So, you please start thinking. You please start thinking. Part 7 is appeal. Is this clear? 96 to 112. निकाल लो अपना बैरक. देखो contents का page. Cross, examine, verify. A reference, a review, a revision. Somebody will say, how I'll remember? See, reference, review, revision. These are in dictionary order. See? 3 R's. Reference will come first, review will come second, revision will come third. See? R-E-V-I-E. R-E-V-I-S. So obviously it will come later in dictionary. And R-E-F, it will come first because it is R-E-V, R-E-V. So this is written in an order. Why to remember? You just understand it. So obviously this will be 113, this will be 114, this is 115. I am just guessing. It should be like that. So section 113 to section 115. भी कोई बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है ये. It's very simple thing, my dear friend. And this is what is going to work in preliminary, you believe it or not. You have made it now very, very difficult, but it's not so. And everything should not be remembered. So, unnecessary, don't overburden yourself. 9 is special provisions relating. Ab dekho, now your simple general suit is complete in 9 to 35B. You have got execution also, you have got incidental proceeding, that is commission also in part 3. Then part 4, that special proceedings, and then special suits in part 4. Then part 5 is special proceeding. First is special suits in particular cases. And then this is special proceeding, supplemental proceeding 94 to 95. मैं फिर से बता देता हूँ. First part was preliminary, section 1 to 8. Second part was suits in general, 9 to 35B. Third was not, basically that is called part 2. Preliminary is 0 part. Part 1 is 9 to 35B. Part 1 is 9 to 35B. Part 2 is 36 to 74. 9 to 11. Part 3 is 75 to 78. Incidental proceedings, that is commission. And then suits in particular cases, 79 to 88. Particular cases. Ab dekho 79 and 88. 79 to 88. 79, how much? 16. 88, how much? 16. So if you want to understand, you make your own formula. अपने formula याद करो. 1 to 8, 9 to 8. अब आप अपने बोलो 9 to 8. कोई कहेगा what is he speaking? 35B, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. 36 to 74, that is execution. Incidental proceeding, I said 75 to 78, that is part 3. Then suits in particular cases, that is part 4, 79 to 88. Then you said special proceeding. Why special proceeding? 89 everybody knows. It is related with order 10, rule 1A and rule 1B. You will read it further: arbitration, mediation, conciliation, now judicial settlement, ACJM. Arbitration, conciliation, mediation, judicial settlement, ACJM. So 89 to 93. Everybody knows that. Then you said supplemental. No? Now supplemental proceedings. Supplemental proceedings 94 to 95. Is this clear? Is this all right? Section 89 to 93, then supplemental proceeding 94 to... How will you memorize it? If you have any difficulty in memorization, you develop this formula which I told you, 79, 7 plus 9, 8 plus 8, and you ask questions to each other. This is the way to memorize, but with little bit application of intelligence in mind. Don't be interested in cramming of facts. अच्छा ये पार्ट में यहाँ से यहाँ तक, ऐसे नहीं करो. This is my humble suggestion. You don't do that. Avoid that. That is not going to work, because in that formula you will miss it somewhere. So you will have to create some kind of innovative idea to memorize it better. अब मैंने कहा supplemental proceedings, everybody knows arbitration, conciliation, mediation, judicial settlement is alternative dispute resolution. So that is very, very important. That is very, very important. Special proceedings, special proceedings. Then supplemental proceedings, supplemental proceeding 94 to 95. अब इसमें भी आपको बताऊं, अब उसमें भी आप फॉर्मूला बना सकते हो। सप्लीमेंटल प्रोसीडिंग्स में क्या क्या उसका भी फॉर्मूला बनाएंगे, बट वो अभी नहीं कर पाएंगे। दिस विल टू लेंथी हियर एट द आउटसेट। विल डू इट। हाउ टू मेमोराइज 94, 95, आई विल डू दैट, डोंट वरी, बट हैव लिटिल बिट पेशेंस राइट नाउ। And then I said appeals. Now everything is clear. So obviously the suit is decided, so you will go in appeal. So here we are talking of appellate. This is how in CRPC also you have written. You have written appeal towards the end. Because when the matter is already decided, you give judgment, etc., and then you go in appeal. So similarly here it has to be in the letter provisions of CPC. So 96 to 112. 96 to 112. Then reference revision, reference review revision, 113, 14 and 15, reference revision. Then 9 is special provision. अब देखो, अब high court से related special provision, these are not general provision. This is high court related provision. अब देखिए विद्वान लोग आने लगे अरे भाई मैंने आपसे नहीं पूछा कितने सेक्शंस हैं अभी मेरी बात सुनो सर। इन पार्ट 5 देयर आर 5 सेक्शंस, तो 5 ही तो है। 89 टू 93 5 ही होता भाई। ये चैट बॉक्स में मत लिखो, ये सब ना चैट बॉक्स में अवॉइड करना है आपको। ये 5 ही तो है, आपको 4 दिख रहा है। ये 5 ही तो है। 89 is 1, 90 is 2, 91 is 3, 92 is 4, 93 is 5th. In part 5 there are 5 sections. हाँ कह सकते हो, perhaps I got you wrong. Part 5 sections. So you are trying to innovate. All right. I got you wrong perhaps. Now हम सोच रहे हैं कि आप लिख रहे हैं, कुछ query कर रहे हैं। नहीं, this is not query. अजय चौधरी, Ajay ji, thank you very much. You have given me an idea. Part 5, there are 5 sections. Thank you, Mr. Ajay. Part 5 has 5 sections. You can say like this. Yes, why not? Yes. तुम जितना innovate कर सकते हो करो. Is this clear? भाई ये पर्सनल चैट तो आप लोग बंद कर दो। मिस्टर ये क्या है एट रजिंदर, इफ यू वांट आई कैन प्रोवाइड यू पीडीएफ। एट आदित्य प्लीज प्रोवाइड इफ पॉसिबल। यू आर डूइंग दिस इन क्लास। I seriously don't like all these things. I want you to concentrate on what I am saying right now rather than doing this in class. Please behave yourself. This is where we fail. This is where we create problem for ourselves. You have started a different discussion. This should not be done, please. It must be avoided at all cost. It is not required at all. No. Rajinder Kumar, Bharti Saini, this is not done in the class. Please avoid this. And Aditya Pratap Singh, please be careful. Don't do this in class. Is this clear? Is this all right? Let us concentrate on studies rather than in this chat. जी आप मुझे ध्यान से सुनते हैं। मैंने क्या कहा? मैंने कहा कि आप जो है मुझे एम्बिशन पब्लिकेशन में बताएंगे। एम्बिशन पब्लिकेशन का मेल है, वहां पर लिखेंगे। मैंने आपको ये बिल्कुल नहीं कहा है कि वी आर सिटिंग इन क्लास एंड यू राइट इन चैट बॉक्स। आई नेवर सेड दैट। एंड मस्ट अवॉइड दिस इन क्लास प्लीज। नो, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू अलाउ ऑल दिस थिंग। नो सर, नो, not at all. Discipline is key to success. I will not allow this to happen in my class and in no other class, please. This is where we go wrong. This is where we create problem for ourselves and for everyone. You are distracting me. Don't write anything here, please, for God's sake. This is not personal chat box. Must stop this. I don't want to see all these things. दिव्यांश महाजन जी, मैंने आपको बताया ना कि आपको बोला कि एम्बिशन पब्लिकेशन का एक मेल है, उस वहां पर भेजोगे जो भी आपको लगे कोई एरर है। आप बहुत बड़े विद्वान हैं, आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख रहे हैं। कम से कम बात को ध्यान से सुनिए, फॉलो द इंस्ट्रक्शन। इफ यू वांट टू बी मास्टर, बी ए गुड फॉलोअर। You distract me too much. I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this. No, no, not at all. It distracts everyone because I'll be forced to see it time and again. अब कौन क्या लिख रहा है मुझे बार बार देखना पड़ता है। I will disable this chat box then, please. I will have no option available to me if you start. You are not concentrating in class, rather you are creating problem for me. I have to teach with all intelligence at my disposal and all innovation. For that I need to concentrate in class. I cannot do like this because you are not habituated to be trained by innovative teacher. So that is maybe your reasoning of doing all this mischief in class. So please be careful and don't write anything in chat box. थोड़ा देर पढ़ते नहीं हो कि स्टार्ट कर देते हो तुम लोग, पता नहीं क्या बुरी आदतें हैं। आई एम रियली डिस्टर्ब्ड बाय दिस। These people are not so sincere. कभी तुमने अच्छे गायक को देखा है गाना गाते? वो गाना गाने के पहले उसको बहुत कंसंट्रेशन चाहिए। If you distract like this, I cannot be innovative. Then I'll have to see the book and I'll have to teach accordingly. Because my concentration will not be then proper and I'll be uttering wrong things and I'll be going haywire. Chalo, I should take break of few minutes, then I'll begin again, okay. I'll take break of few minutes and then I'll begin. I'll have break of 5 minutes, then I'll begin. All right? I will have break of 5 minutes, then I'll begin. No writing in the chat box, please. I have to take care of every student sitting here, not of few. No, I don't need any suggestion, Mr. Agarwal or Soeb. I don't need any suggestion. I will suggest you do. You don't suggest me right now. So what was being said that you do like this and you have all orders, rather all sections before you, you complete this. You complete this because there is nothing more to be said right now, you just complete this part 11. Now what I will suggest in the second step, once you understand the structural organization of the act, I will suggest that now with these sections, like now part 1, I'll be teaching you and you will be doing this. मैं आपसे करवाऊंगा. Section 9 to 35B you have written. Now as section 9 to 35B is related to suits in general, so what you do, you write here orders. Now which order? I said order 1 to 7 all are here except minus order 5. So I think that this will help you to understand it better. If I say part 2, oh, part 2 you said section 36 to 74. Now those people have problem in reading sections with it is very, very useful for them, and this is order 21. So this will give you enough clarity which section is required. This is the most important part of your entire CPC. Now, in these two parts, basically 1 to 7 you will read, but apart from order 1 to 7, as it is suits in general, so you will read along with this many other provisions. Like I tell you even better, I'll explain this part 1 little more. Otherwise, perhaps because this part 1 is very, very important for exam. Very, very important. Let me do it. So rub this and one go, touch and go. So this is what we are required to learn. So I said order this section 9 to 35B. So section 9 to 35B will in effect cover order 1 to order 20, all orders. As suits begin, plaint is being drafted, so order 1 to except 5. But if I talk of this whole section till 1935B, then it is order 1 to 20, and this is what is required to be understood at the outset. And it's very, very important if you want to memorize barrack. Now suppose I am going to file now the civil suit. Now the moment I want to file a civil, and why do you want to file a civil suit? Here the story of CPC begins. Now if I have a grievance, and the grievance is basically related to violation of civil right. Violation of civil right. So I will look for civil remedy. And it is said where there is a right, there is a remedy, ubi jus ibi remedium. Ubi jus ibi remedium. Wherever there is right, there is remedy. Ubi jus ibi remedium. Is this clear? Ubi jus ibi remedium. So the moment you want to file, now questions will coming up in your mind. The questions will be coming up in your mind. Which court? The court, when I talk of court, I talk of pecuniary jurisdiction, I talk of territorial jurisdiction. And I talk of civil. Which court? Civil court. Then civil court, the court which have pecuniary jurisdiction. Which civil court? The court which has territorial jurisdiction. So the moment I want to seek civil remedy, I have 3 questions. I have to visit a civil court. Then I have to see the pecuniary jurisdiction, that is money related jurisdiction. Pecuniary jurisdiction. In civil law, we have pecuniary jurisdiction, we'll talk about this a little further. And then territorial jurisdiction as well. So all this is written in section part. What I told you earlier, my dear friend, that if you see the section basically describes the powers and the functions and jurisdiction. It basically guides the court how it will, which court will exercise the power, which jurisdiction, how much power, what jurisdiction they have. And procedure will basically tell you, the orders will basically tell you the procedures, how will you reach to the court. How will you file the plaint? What you will write in the plaint? How will you draft the plaint? क्या लेके जाओगे कोर्ट में? कौन जाएगा कोर्ट में? Parties. किसके थ्रू जाओगे? Recognized agents and pleaders. How will you frame the suit? Order 2, Rule 2. Most important. How will you do it? The rule of pleading will apply. Order 6. How will you draft a plaint? Order 7, Rule 1 will apply. So, just try to understand in very brief. हम जैसे ही सूट फाइल करने चले तो एक पहला सवाल तो सेक्शंस का आया, पिक्यूनियरी जुरिसडिक्शन सेक्शन 6 टू सेक्शन टेरिटोरियल जुरिसडिक्शन सेक्शन 15 to 20 basically, and civil court section 9. So you cannot understand law by reading. You cannot understand law, CPC, by reading only this bare act and by reading only that orders, or by reading only that section and by reading only that order. So if you read section separately and you read order separately, you are going nowhere. You cannot read section separately and you cannot. Now, drafted, so order 1 except 5. That if I talk is this all right? Everything is fine? So you want to talk of civil court, which civil court? Pecuniary jurisdiction, territorial jurisdiction. But now once you have decided that you have to go to civil court and there is pecuniary jurisdiction with civil court, there is territorial jurisdiction to that civil court, and then the question arises, how will you approach this court? With what kind of document, with what thing? Now here comes the order 1 to 7. Because section 26 says, civil suit will be instituted by filing a plaint. Civil suit to be instituted. This is how you can memorize bare act. Otherwise there is no method to memorize bare act. To be instituted by filing a plaint. Now, how will you file a plaint? Now, this is not written in section. So, for explanation of this section 26, you are required to visit the plaint lodge. You are required to visit the suit lodge. And this suit or plaint lodge are there in order 1 to 7. And what is there in order 1 to 7? Let me tell you. Now, this is very, very simple. Now, I will go in detail one by one, but here just a brief overview. Now, plaint is to be properly instituted, order 4 says. The moment you say the plaint is to be properly instituted in order 4, to be properly instituted, suit will be and then it will be filed in register of civil suit, if suit is properly instituted. Now, what is the suit properly instituted? So, it should be properly drafted. It should have proper plaint. The plaint should follow the rules of order 6, that is rules of pleading. Pleading is plaint for plaintiff and defendant, written statement for defendant. There are two parties in civil suit. Plaintiff, who is aggrieved party, and defendant against whom you seek the redressal of that grief, the violation of right. So, the party who seeks redressal is called plaintiff, and the party against whom redressal is sought, that is called defendant. Wadi prativadi. तो वादी वाद पत्र लेके जाता है, plaintiff will go with plaint. तो वादी वाद पत्र लेके जाता है. जो लोग राजस्थान की परीक्षा दे रहे हैं या कहीं हिंदी भाषी क्षेत्रों का दे रहे हैं, they have to be careful because in lower courts you work in vernacular language, you do not work in English. So please be careful about that. You should know a little bit Hindi also. So, what I said, plaintiff will go with plaint, but how will you draft the plaint? What things are required to be kept in mind while drafting the plaint? Because order 4 says that suit should be properly instituted. What is this meaning of proper institution of suit? So it has to be properly framed and drafted. For proper drafting, what care you will take? So you have to follow the rule order 6 and order 7. Order 7, rule 1 talks of contents of the plaint, and order 6 talks of the rules of the pleading. You are required to plead only facts, not evidence. You are required to plead the facts. अब देखो, ये तो लॉयर का काम है, उसका एक्यूमेन है कितना अच्छा वो प्लेंट ड्राफ्ट करता है, बट चूंकि जज को ये देखना है कि प्लेंट डिस्क्लोजेज कॉज ऑफ एक्शन, जज को देखना है कि प्लेंट शुड बी प्रॉपरली इंस्टीट्यूटेड, सो जज हैज टू बी ऑल्सो वेल वर्स्ड विद द लॉ ऑफ प्लेंट. It is not only the lawyers which are required or who are required to be well versed with the rule of plaint, even judge is required, because judge has to find the issues from the plaint. तो जज को भी लॉ प्लेंट का पता होना चाहिए. तो ऑर्डर 1 to 7, इसमें ऑर्डर 4 टू बी प्रॉपरली इंस्टीट्यूटेड. मैंने कहा सूट शुड बी प्रॉपरली इंस्टीट्यूटेड. प्रॉपर इंस्टीट्यूशन होना चाहिए सूट का. प्रॉपर इंस्टीट्यूशन में आप क्या क्या देखेंगे? तो ऑर्डर 1 बताया पार्टीज. ऑर्डर 2 में बताया फ्रेम ऑफ सूट. ऑर्डर 3 में बताया रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एजेंट्स एंड प्लीडर्स. द लॉयर विल फाइल केस ऑन योर बिहाफ. ऑर्डर 4 में बताया इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ सूट. अब मैं आपको इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ सूट में बताऊं कि whenever a suit is brought to the court, it is registered in civil suit, like now you have registration of FIR. You must have seen in case of FIR that FIR number is there and then the year number is there. Like now in this year, if Mukherjee Nagar police station has 158 case, so if I go to file a case, it will be 159/2021. Similarly, in civil suit, if I go to file a case and in that particular court, in that particular year, the register starts from January 1 and it ends at 31st December. Keep this in mind. So, if I go to file a suit, so suit number is suppose 61, 60 suits have already been filed in year 2021. So suit number 61, year 2021. Is this clear? Suit number 61, year number 2021. Is this all right? Is this clear? Is this all right? So registration of civil suit will be there and it will be registered in suit. Now there are two kind of register, A and B. A suit and B suit basically. A suit and B suit. A suit and B suit. For registration of suit, there are two kind of suit. Now A suit is money recovery suit. If you have lent some money and the person is not returning money, so you will file money recovery suit, it is suit A, and all other suits are suit B. So these are two kind of suits basically for the purpose of registration of suit. Is this clear? For the purpose of registration of suit, it will be two kind of suits. Is this clear? Is this all right? Money recovery suit, all other suit. A suit and B suit. अब आपको बता दिया, whenever suit is filed, suit number and year. This is the method. I said 61/2021. Now what is to be seen here? I said order 1 parties, party will go to file suit, frame of suit, then he will catch a lawyer, that is order 3, then order will institute the suit, lawyer will institute the suit, order 4, and the moment Now, the suit has to be registered or the suit has to be filed, the plaint has to be properly drafted. For that purpose, you are required to visit order 6 and 7. Order 5, then the order 5 will come. Now, moment suit is registered, then the journey goes further. And now you talk of defendant, the other party. So, summons is issued first. Now, the moment you go for summons, then the law is there in section 27 to section 29. And it is also written in a logical manner. मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा बैरक में. Summons in general, then summons to people in other state, and then foreign summons. So, this is 27, 28, 29. This is how we can remember. This is structural organization. You will understand it one by one. And this summons has to be read with order 5. The moment defendant is given summons, then he will file a written statement, which is the defense, which is the answer from his side. Written statement or counterclaim. Now, there can be in written statement, there can be counterclaim or set off. What is this counterclaim and set off? We'll understand. But written statement is basically defendant's pleading. I will discuss more about this plaint and pleading, what is plaint and what is pleading. But here you just understand pleading for plaintiff is plaint and pleading for defendant is a written statement. Written statement. So, he will file written statement or this counterclaim or set off. Now, in written statement, he can give his own claim, counterclaim, or he may ask for some set off. That I have already given him money, so it should be set off. That is adjustment. Mutual adjustment is called set off. And counterclaim, that is claim from the other side. Counterclaim, counter FIR, counterclaim. So, this is how CPC now goes further. So, you cannot remember section and orders in isolation. This is now blunder. So, you have to read them in synchronization. And you cannot read it in one go, that हमने ये sections पढ़ लिया. For structural organization, you can make this what I suggested, part, you write sections, part, sections, part, sections. I have written till part 9, you do it further. Then you write relevant orders of that part. That you will understand even right now till order 21, which I am going to discuss. Then, once this suit is filed and defendant comes before the court, he files a written statement, and then what will happen? Then there will be question of or effect of appearance and non-appearance. The plaintiff is called and the defendant is called for proper examination, etc. And if they do not appear before the court, order 9 talks of this. Order 9 talks of this appearance and non-appearance. Is this all right? Appearance and non-appearance. Order 9. Order 9 talks of appearance and non-appearance. And once now there is appearance and non-appearance of the parties, then there will be examination in order 10. And when there will be examination in order 10, now there the court can suggest them alternative dispute resolution mechanism. Is this all right? Alternative dispute resolution mechanism in order 10, rule 1A and rule 1B, read with section 89. अब देखो बार बार आपसे कह रहा हूं कि आप सेक्शंस एंड ऑर्डर्स को साथ साथ पढ़ो. हम लोग मिलते हैं ऑर्डर 9, order 10, I said rule 1A and rule 1B, read with section 89. Is this clear? Is this all right? Is this all right? कोई सख्त सवाल नहीं होना चाहिए. Is this all right? Is this all right? Effect of appearance and non-appearance. See, now law is common sense. If you do not appear and you filed a case and you do not appear, what is going to happen? I ask you generally without going into law, I am not talking of CPC, I may be wrong. If you bring a case before court and you do not appear, what the court will think of yours? It's a private right. It's not a public right. It's not a criminal law. That if complainant is absent, even in that case, if complainant is absent, there will be now discharge of the other party, or there will be now dismissal of case in that sense, if the case is of private nature and it is less heinous and not very serious cases. But that is criminal law. That is crime against whole humanity, state. But here it's a private right. So if you do not appear before the court, what is going to happen? क्या करेगा court? Dismiss it. And if defendant does not appear, plaintiff has a case, valid case, defendant does not appear, then it will pass ex parte order. तो देखो कोई बहुत, it's not a complicated matter. If you read CPC carefully, you will have proper understanding of CPC. But give yourself a little bit time and please concentrate. And that is the biggest now suggestion, the best suggestion which I can give you. If you think that I am too smart, this subject is smarter than you. So first believe in this idea that you are not so smart. You be a follower rather than being master. ये जो आपके आते हैं ना बहुत सजेशन देना, बहुत बोलना, बहुत लिखना, ये सब wrong direction जा रहा है. प्लेटो ने कहा था, if you want to be master of something, be a follower first. Start following. First listen carefully. अब ऑर्डर 9 में आप नहीं appear मिस्टर प्लेंटिफ, तो will I wait for you? I'll dismiss. If defendant does not come, I'll give you relief, ex parte order. But if defendant comes tomorrow and he says, no sir, मेरे पास तो बड़ा genuine reason था, I had a special reason, I could not come before the court because I was lying on deathbed, so how could I come? So please forgive me for that. So court will also say, yes, this is not proper justice. Rules of procedure are handmade to justice. We are not sitting here as judges to do injustice. It's a proper case. The person should be now given another opportunity or chance to present his case. So setting aside ex parte order, we'll come to that. But I'm just saying that you just understand how this is written. Appearance and non-appearance. Once you appear, then only there can be examination. भाई appear करोगे तभी तो एग्जामिन करेंगे. एग्जामिनेशन मीन्स पूछताछ. अब तुम आओगे तो फिर order 20, order 11, order 12, order 13. Now this is the interrogatories. This is admission. आप आओगे कुछ फैक्ट एडमिट करोगे, बात ही समाप्त हो जाएगी. This is production of document, and there is discovery also, discovery of fact and discovery of document. Discovery of fact and discovery of document. You can see your CPC also a little bit now. Order 11. देखो order 11 है नहीं है? बार बार ना आपको देखना पड़ेगा. ऑर्डर 11 डिस्कवरी लिखा है. रूल 1 to 11 इज डिस्कवरी ऑफ फैक्ट एंड 12 onwards इज डिस्कवरी ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट. सो बाइफरकेट कर दो. 1 to 11 फैक्ट एंड 12 onwards इज डिस्कवरी ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट. अब इस पे भी सवाल आया था. देन देयर इज एडमिशन. ऑर्डर 12 मैं बताऊंगा कैसे याद करना है. क्वेश्चन हैव बीन आस्क्ड ऑन ऑर्डर 12 आल्सो. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हैव बीन आस्क्ड, आई विल लेट यू नो. Admission. Once the matter is admitted, there is no dispute and case can be decided very easily. Case can be decided very easily. And sometimes you feel very good. Now see, you are prepared. Plaintiff has brought his plaint, written his statement has come, the examination has been done, there has been discovery of fact, discovery of document, there has been interrogatory. Interrogatory means सवाल पूछना, आपको कोई चीज clear नहीं है तो you can ask question to the other party and other party can ask you and you will answer that. That is what is called interrogatories. प्रश्न पूछते हैं. Admissions, you have claimed against me and I have admitted, so there is nothing wrong. And production of document. Now, document is an important piece of evidence. So everything is well prepared. In CPC, when you file the plaint, you are required to produce document along with that. And this filing of plaint and averment of plaint is very important, I tell you, because you cannot go beyond your plaint. You cannot go beyond your pleading. So the drafting of plaint is very, very important stage of civil suit. If you do not draft plaint properly, your case is going to be now over and court will not give you relief. So you have to take care in drafting a plaint. I'll tell you what are the nuances in drafting a plaint. I'll take a class on this, especially drafting a plaint. I'll tell you what points are to be taken care of in drafting a plaint. So if you do not draft plaint, you cannot bring evidence beyond that. Evidence cannot travel beyond your pleadings. So you plead all those things on which you want to rely before the court. So now see, order 1 to 13 you have prepared, and order 7 rule 1 says whenever you file the plaint you have to produce document along with that. Order 7 rule 14, order 7 rule 14, can you check this? So just check it. देखो पढ़ते पढ़ते ना आपको ध्यान हो जाएगा, मैंने बोला कुछ मुझे याद आ गया. So just, and whenever you have any kind of doubt in your mind, please look to your Bharat, and this is what is the best way of memorizing things. If you do not inculcate this habit, I tell you, you are not going to get anything great in your life. You must develop all this basic, basic kind of training which is necessary. Now see order 7 rule 14, production of document on which plaintiff sues or relies. तो कुछ नहीं है, जैसे ऑर्डर 7 है, 7 2 जा 14, so you can remember, अच्छा वहां डॉक्यूमेंट लिखा है. एंड ऑर्डर 8 रूल 1A, तो जब भी हम पढ़ेंगे ना कैसे प्लेन ड्राफ्ट करते हैं तो उसमें इन चीजों को बताएंगे आपको फिर से, अभी डोंट वरी. बट ऑर्डर 7 रूल 14 एंड ऑर्डर 8 रूल 1A, even the defendant when he files his written statement he is required to produce document in support of his written statement. अब तुमको एक दूसरे से ही सवाल पूछना चाहिए, बताओ दोस्त जब प्लेंट फाइल करते क्या क्या बातों का ध्यान रखते. अब वो बताएगा अपनी बातें कि देखो भाई फैक्ट्स ही लिखना होता है, एविडेंस नहीं प्लीड करना होता है, ऑर्डर 6 में लिखा है क्या क्या लिखा है वो सब बताएंगे आपको. ऑर्डर 7 रूल 1 में क्या लिखा है, तो इतनी सारी बातें लिखी है. डॉक्यूमेंट में प्रोड्यूस करना था, हाँ प्रोड्यूस करना, कहां लिखा है, ऑर्डर 7 रूल 14 में. अच्छा डिफेंडेंट का कहां लिखा है, ऑर्डर 8 रूल 1 में. यू आस्क टू ईच अदर दिस क्वेश्चंस एंड दैट इज हाउ यू कैन मेमोराइज इट बेटर. सो बेयर एक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, तो आप यदि स्ट्रक्चर समझ लोगे, अब देखो जर्नी में आपको आगे बता दें, सीपीसी की जर्नी कर रहे हैं हम, तो ऑर्डर 13 के बाद आप प्रिपेयर्ड हो नाउ, नाउ देयर विल बी फ्रेमिंग ऑफ इश्यूज इन ऑर्डर 14 एंड देन ऑर्डर 15 सेज that the case can be decided in first hearing. But does it happen in India? Does it happen in India? It doesn't happen in India. It doesn't happen in India. Order 15 का यूज नहीं होता, होना चाहिए. It would have been wonderful, and that is why so much of cases in courts. Do we decide case in first hearing? No. So obviously we are required to move further. अब move further है ना, अब आपको देखना है कि साहब आपको witnesses को बुलाने, so you will submit list of witnesses and summoning of witnesses will take place. Is this clear? Then if any party 6 times, then adjournment will follow, order 16, order 17. Then how will you produce evidence, order 18? 18 and evidence, E for 18 and E for evidence. Then this evidence can be filed by affidavit, order 19. So process has been made simpler. And order 20 you can give judgment. Now see, this is in orders. Now if you see the substantive part, the sections part, I said Civil suit has come, pecuniary jurisdiction has been decided, territorial jurisdiction has been decided, if there is any objection, etc. 21 is there. If there has to be transfer of cases, withdrawal of suit, then 22, 23, etc. is there, 22 to 25 it is there. Suit is instituted as per section 26, moment suit is instituted, summons will be issued, section 27 to 29 read with order 5. Then there will be summons and discovery. You just see that. 30, 31, 32, something like that. Then, then there is a judgment. And then in 34 you come to interest and 35 cost. So suit is decided. The plaintiff has filed suit in 26. Defendant is called in 27 to 29. इसको story बनाओ. Summons and discovery will take place in section 30 to 32. Judgment will be given in 33. Interest will be awarded in 34. Cost will be awarded in 35. It's a story. How cannot I remember this? How cannot I remember this? I can remember this very clearly. अब इससे रिलेटेड ऑर्डर्स भी देखो ना, आपको भी इसमें लगना होगा. आई विल ट्रेन यू टू गेट इन्वॉल्व इन द सब्जेक्ट. यू डोंट इन्वॉल्व मी इन ट्रिवियल थिंग्स. यू गेट इन्वॉल्व इन द सब्जेक्ट. अब तुम देखो, चेक भी करो. अब तुम्हारे पास बेयर एक्ट तो होगा. वो व्हाट इज देयर इन सेक्शन 33? जजमेंट एंड डिक्री. The moment judgment is given, then interest will be awarded. And after this cost. And now in cost you have 35, 35A and 35B. There are 3 sections. So 35 talks of general cost, 35A, now 35 talks of general cost, 35A is compensatory cost. So कैसे याद करेंगे? General, compensation, and 35B is delay. 35B is delay. So how can I remember? I remembered it like CCD. Cost, compensation. देखो अपने अपने तरीके बनाने. And delay. CCT, cafe coffee day. So I remembered 35, 35A and 35B. So bare act reading and memorizing, the first point in your preliminary preparation is now concentrated towards it. अब दूसरा सेगमेंट मैंने बताया, अभी आगे भी मैं जर्नी करूंगा इसके, बट अभी आप पहले ऑर्डर 1 to 21 को और सेक्शन 9 to 35B को ही मास्टर करो. मेरे हिसाब से आप पहले इतने पे कंसंट्रेट करो. व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, सेक्शन 9 to 35B एंड ऑर्डर 1 to 20. You master this. किसमें क्या लिखा है, कैसे है, क्या है. You just have this idea in your mind. Very simple idea. Now, I said, the second part in your preliminary preparation, cases. If you see in procedural law, CPC, CRPC like laws, cases are not having so much of importance. Unless and until they are very, very famous like Salem Bar Advocate or Kailash versus Nannaku or PMA Metropolitan versus Marthoma, something like that. They are not going to ask you every case and any case. So you just don't start reading every case and any case. जो भी आएगा, whatever comes in my way, I'll mug up that case. No, no, no. You just see CPC questions. Rarest of rare case-based questions. So why you are involved? 5% ignore. 95% concentrate. You concentrate on 90%, not on 10%. You generally concentrate on 10%. That's your problem. Avoid it. It will lead to way to success. Then the third was, can you tell me? What was third one? What was third one? What was third one? I said certain doctrines, principles. अब देखो doctrine, principles जो है, अब जैसे now doctrine of caveat emptor पढ़ते हो सेल्स ऑफ गुड्स में आप, या डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ होल्डिंग आउट पढ़ते हो पार्टनरशिप में, या लैटिन मैक्सिम, लैटिन टर्म्स पढ़ते हो, नॉन कॉम्पोस मेंटिस. Now it may be asked in your examination, where is it? Where it is? So my dear friends, I have made your task very simple by writing all these doctrines and principles in one page in your bare act. I have started this innovative idea in all bare acts now. You will find this in sales of goods, you will find this in partnership, you will find this in IPC, you will find this in constitution, and whenever we edit our bare act, we will include it everywhere. We have collected certain recent cases of CRPC, we will be sending you in the group, don't worry, that we are going to edit and we are going to insert in our new edition of CRPC bare act. But you will get it in your app itself, or rather in WhatsApp group itself. So please be careful, I will share with you, you just read it, it will help you, and it will help you wonderfully in future examination, near examinations. So आप बार बार कहते हैं ना राजस्थान की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, हरियाणा, राजस्थान हरियाणा के लिए कोई स्पेसिफिक ऐसा मेथड, मैं बार बार आपको कहता हूं प्रिलिमिनरी का एक मेथड है, बेयर एक्ट को ध्यान से पढ़ो. फिर आपने कहा now there is another question, Latin maxims. So wherever there are Latin maxims, whatever, wherever there are Latin words, res nullius, that is honorless property, we have written that in our bare act. We teach that in class also. I'll be using everything, whatever is necessary, required, we'll be doing that in class. This class is meant for doing all this. मैं doctrines, principles सब लाऊंगा class में. Res judicata is where? Everybody knows section 11. But how do you know this? अब उसका भी तरीका है. Section 9, when you file the civil suit, the moment you file the civil suit, the court will ask you whether the other party should be interested to know whether this suit is pending in competent court, in any other court. If it is pending, there will be conflict of decision. Why to hear it again? Or if the suit is already decided, there is doctrine of pranganyaya, purvanyaya in Hindu jurisprudence also. Why to decide it again if it is decided, if the matter is decided by competent court as per section 11, it says it should not be reheard. So see, the moment you file a civil suit, then there are many methods to lessen the burden of the parties, burden of the court. If the suit is already decided, matter is already decided by competent court, why to hear it again? And these are all natural general principles of law. It is not only specific in CPC, it is there in CRPC in section 300. It is there in article 20 of constitution also. So law has a general behavior. Law has a common thread even in now different subjects. Review is not only here in CPC, it is there in constitution also. We will try it time and again, we will try to understand it time and again how this general things prevail in different laws. Now, there is another question. I said old case-based question, that generally comes in your IPC, etc. So you read in particularly in IPC chapter 4 old cases, general exception. There is tendency of examiner to ask, and in IPC they will ask you important decisions of past 50 years or 60 years or 20 years, important decision which you might have read in your college age. which you will be studying here also. So you are not required to make any extra effort. Whatever is taught here, you just concentrate. Read your Bare Act carefully, listen to me carefully. Of course, I cannot give you formula to do it in within 30 days, but I can give you formula if you attend class regularly for 1 year. So that takes time. Those who are preparing since long back, they are well equipped, they can pick it very easily. They might have done their task, they are just required to reorient the things. So for them it is easier, but for beginners it will be now little time taking process. You will take some time and then you will be able to do it. फैक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे कि आपको ये कहा लिखा, अब जैसे यही सेक्शन 89 में क्या लिखा है ना, दे में आस्क्ड यू वेयर इन सीपीसी अल्टरनेटिव डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन मैकेनिज्म इज प्रोवाइडेड. इंटरप्लीडर सूट इज रिटन वेयर? Section 88 read with order 35. 35 is also 8, 88 is also 8. Interpleader suit. So this is how it works. This is how it works. So there is nothing now wrong in understanding. Only thing is we are required to understand the proper approach for examination. And for preliminary, must see previous year question. एक subject को पढ़ो, उसके सारे question बना जाओ. You read one topic, solve all questions. Like now, we'll be studying suit of civil nature and we'll be solving all pre and men's questions. That is how you get clarity. Or as far as memorizing Bare Act is concerned, as far as conceptualizing Bare Act is concerned, it is concept and intelligent oriented thing. It cannot be done in now that manner in which you cram generally. This is not going to work at all. Someday, somewhere, you are going to fail. So I hope you have clarity. First see previous year question paper. Just note down the sections which have been, you take a piece of paper, plain piece of paper. I have given that YouTube lecture also and I have shared with all of you. You can see it. Those who have not seen, they can see on YouTube and they can watch that lecture, how to prepare for judiciary preliminary. I have now shared the method there. So you just see that again. Take a piece of paper, jot down all sections of one subject at a time. You will find that there are many repetitions there. There are many important, so you will have some kind of now, if you do this in that statistical manner, you will find that there are certain areas where you have more concentration of questions. So that is the crux. There you are required to focus. I'll tell you what are the important parts of CPC. I'll come to that, but little weight is required. I hope little bit overview of CPC is there in your mind, how suit begins and how suit is decided. Section 9 to 35B, order 1 to 20. This is the crux of CPC. That you keep in your mind, overview is clear. Preliminary, take previous year question paper, jot down those important sections, write down maxims and principles which have been asked, write down the cases which have been asked in last 10 years, and you just see that you have a pattern before you. That is what I'll be doing in class, that you are supposed to do. I'll be teaching accordingly. So even if you listen to me, this is going to work wonderfully. Only problem, you know everything. I told you that you watch YouTube lecture. I told you to watch many of the toppers' interview, what they have said. You read one thing 10 times rather than reading 10 things one time. But many people will not listen to it. Even if I say it today with all confidence that you read Ambitions, Bare Act, that is all. Many people will take it in different way. Sir, to apne Bare Act ka advertisement ka. That's your perception. That's not my perception. That's not my perception. That's your perception. Perception may go wrong. Like now, just it happened. Ajay has written very now correctly that Caesar 5 part and 5 sections, but I took it wrongly. I thought he is asking the question. So it may happen with you also. We are all human beings. We are all human beings. So whatever I am saying, please listen to that carefully and follow that. Solving question is the most important thing in preliminary preparation or men's preparation. And as far as men's preparation is concerned, many people say, I have problem in answer writing. I say, now see section 9. Section 9 talks of civil suit. and you have to write an answer. My dear friend, I have given notes in bare act also, this much meaning and this much notes. If you read this much only, I think you will be able to write best man's answer. Best man's answer. Though I will dictate you certain things in my class and I will tell you how to write answers. And law answer writing is very easy because you are required to write provisions in your own language. And how will you write in your own language? This is what is meant in your bare act. What I have done, I have written those provisions in my language. That is what you are supposed to do in examination. But I tell you, 90% people will not do it. They will copy from books. Ye not making nahi chalega. This is sincere. This is sincere wastage of time. Complete wastage of time. You are wasting your effort and energy. Most of the people do it, note making. I say you solve questions, you write answers. How will you write answers? I said you just, if you can write your own answer, if you are intelligent enough, you understand my language, write in your own language. If you can't do it, copy it from your barrack. You write the basic provisions and you write few cases. This is what is law answer. I'll tell you how to write judgment and how to do all those things. So men's strategy is very simple that way. You have in mind traditional question and you have in mind current questions. The current questions are always important because many examiners will ask you current things. Like section 319 has been in news. Section 170 of CRPC has been in news. So you concentrate on that, you know that. Section 156, 173 has been in news. So you write that. 200 has been in cases recently, you write that. You read that case. And if you do not read, and for that also I have made your task simpler. I update constantly, we update constantly on Facebook page of Ambition or Facebook community of Ambition where we upload all the recent happenings. What else do you want from me? I am telling you, I will make your concepts clear. I will tell you how to write men's answer also. I have told you the simplest method which I can suggest right now. I told you to keep updated with the Facebook page of Ambition Law Institute. See, social media can be used positively, can be used negatively. Don't use it negatively. And then I said you solve questions. I have given you overview of journey of a suit. So keep that in mind. So I have done three things for you today. I gave you overview of journey of order 1 to 20 read with section 9 to 35B. That you remember only this much. Again and again I am saying section 9 to 35B, order 1 to 20. Then I said second thing, how to prepare for preliminary. I said very simple formula, read bare act carefully. Listen to me in the class. Solve the question, read bare act, solve the question, read bare act, solve the question. And share your ideas with each other. Make a small group of 2-3 students. Ask question to each other, but try to apply your mind. Don't cram the facts. That is not going to work. Then I said, oceanic and islandic strategy. Yes. Men's is islandic. I'll tell you, don't worry. So this is for the timing, enough for you. You go home. You sit, relax, have a cup of coffee, think over what I said, give me freedom to teach, give me freedom of deciding for you, wait for the time, it's 18 months course, long journey. Somebody attends one class and comes to the conclusion, sir, answer writing nahi aata, अरे कैसे आ जाएगा? You will have to devote time. और आना क्या है, लिखा है बैरक में, इसको उतार दो, या तो इसको बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेट कर दो, या जो मैं कह रहा हूं मान लो कि बहुत सरल है. मानो तो देव नहीं तो पत्थर. God bless you. Thank you very much. In the initial break, I told you I make a small class because I have to make class very interesting. And I can cover all facts right now. I could have journeyed the entire CPC in one go. But I know 50% will grasp, 50% will not. So let us go in the beginning little slow and then we'll raise the pace. Is this all right? And today is happy birthday to this institute. So let us have relaxation and let us have this oath that we'll do better and better it is your duty as well. You are also member of this family. If you think always, some people do not think properly, they have to think positively. They have to follow. And if you follow me well, I promise you, you will pass the examination. But if you are too smart, this is not going to work, sir. Even Sachin Tendulkar needs a coach. Neeraj Chopra needs a coach. They are gold medalists. You must have heard the statement of Neeraj Chopra's coach after winning the gold medal. That Neeraj, you are not doing justice to your game. You are too busy in your other things. So that should not happen. Let us concentrate, let us be disciplined, dedicated, devoted, and let us wait for proper things to come in the class. Is this all right? Is this all right? Thank you very much. Bye-bye, I'll see you again. But they will understand one day or the other. Thank you very much. God bless, God bless, God bless. All the best. Guys and boys and girls, all the best. I hope all is well. You are confident, calm, cool, collected. Go and listen to the lecture again. Concentrate, complete your chart. I have given you tasks. Order 1 to 20.